been the fucking dauntless in these waters, me. You beat all the rest of them, but you ain't beat Tyson Fury yet, sausage. Look at him, his heart's pounding now. He's like a little pussy with an earring in. Shit house. His bollocks have shriveled up now, they have. Little sausage.
I don't
with an earring in, you fucking pussy.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much, everybody, people. I more speak in the ring.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
Get knocked out, motherfucker. Out cold, sausage. Rabbit. And you two promoters are going to be working for me as bag carriers.
We will see, yeah.
Yeah, we will see. You can't beat me. You can never beat me. If you beat me in your dreams, you better wake up and apologise. I stole that from Ali, by the way, sorry.
Enough?
Do you have a response, Alexander?
No, let's go ahead.
Hey, my friend.
That was a small
you stop? Maybe enough?
Sorry?
Enough?
Enough what?
You stop talk?
I come here to pick a fight. I didn't come here to play games. I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. I come here to fight. Or pick one even. You ugly little man. You ugly little man. Little man.
Yeah, little. Yes, I little man.
No, you're not that little. You're about average size for an heavyweight.
I little man, but I big champion.
You're about average size for an heavyweight. 6'3", 16 stone. That's about how big they come usually. Perfect size. Perfect size.
Thank you, Tyson. Thank you, Alexander. We'll come back to that very shortly. I just want to hear from, I want to bring in Spencer Brown at this point. Spencer, you've obviously been working very closely on this event with Queensberry, with His Excellency as well. You sat there next to Tyson, who's telling Alexander exactly what he's going to do. Tell us your thoughts heading into this one.
My thoughts are very, very quick and very easy. I don't think there's anybody alive who can beat Tyson Fury. No heavyweight, no cruiserweight, anybody who can beat him. I think that there was nobody to beat him in the last, I don't know how many years. He's undefeated, he'll remain undefeated. He'll win this one, and he'll win the next one, and the next one, and the next one. I can't see anybody beating this man.
Get up there, Spencer.
Go on, my son.
Go on, son.
Well, let's bring in the unified world heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. Alexander, I have heard you talk about absolute, undisputed, becoming undisputed world heavyweight champion for so long now. The moment has arrived. Tell us what you're thinking, Alexander.
Я б міг говорити англійською, але я не все скажу. Моя англійська ще не така гарна, як я хочу.
My English is not sufficient enough, not as good enough as I want it to be, so I will start in Ukrainian, please.
Алекс мені допоможе.
Alex will help me.
Я хочу розказати одну історію, яка дуже схожа на нашу з Тайсоном.
I want to tell one story which looks very similar to our story with Tyson.
Про Давіда і Голіафа.
About David and Goliath.
Коли Господь дасть мені його в руки, то я зроблю свою роботу.
When the Lord gives me Tyson in my hands, I will make my job.
Impossible. The Lord would never deliver me to you, son. Ever.
У Господа нічого немає неможливого.
Ever. Never.
The Lord has nothing impossible.
Nothing's impossible, but he'd never deliver me to you. Especially man wearing earrings. Ever. Believe that. When you sleep at night, ugly man, you got to think of me for the next 8 weeks. Think of me, because I'm going to punch your face in.
Alexander, do you have any response to these comments, what that Tyson's saying?
He can't have any response, because it's true.
No.
No response, okay.
No comments.
No comment. Listen, Tyson, you have written many pages in heavyweight history so far. Chance to write another one, undisputed. Please, take the floor.
Listen, I'm getting a little bit carried away here. I'm excited and I'm enjoying it. So before I kick off even more, I want to say a big thank you to Turkey Al-Sheikh for putting it on. It was only last year, all these boxing fights seemed impossible to make. And Turkey Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, has made them all in 5 minutes, it seems like that. So yeah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, get up! Get up, Turkey Al-Sheikh. Yeah, and back to this, look. I've been in many, many heavyweight title fights before. It is what it is. And now is the most important one. You know, me and Alexander, both undefeated. He's a champion, I'm a champion. And it's going to be one of the fights for the ages, you know. It's been, someone told me the other day, it's been 24 years since we had a last undisputed world heavyweight champion. Now, we know that the both Klitschko's was champions for around about 10 years. So there's been another 14 years where other heavyweights couldn't do it. So we've been chosen. And I believe we're both destined to be here, to be in this big fight in Saudi Arabia, the Ring of Fire. And there's only one winner. And I'm destined to become the undisputed champion. And more than that, I'm destined to cement my legacy as the #1 fighter of this era. And to do that, I've got to beat this little man. And that's it. Simple as. Easier said than done, I understand. He's a tricky man, good boxer, slick, all of that. But listen, I've seen many, many people like him before. And when they fight the big men, they struggle. And he's going to struggle on February 17th, and he will lose. I will break him, for sure.
Tyson, you've referred to him as a middleweight before. You've talked about his size. But he was big enough to beat Derek Chisora, Daniel Dubois, and Anthony Joshua. Yeah. Why is he not big enough to beat Tyson Fury?
Because they're all bums. That's probably it. For never mind the size, he is a middleweight. He boxes at 75 kilo, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And obviously he's got a big fight inside of him. But when you meet a big man who's a lot bigger than you, who's also got the fight inside of you, let's just put it in a nutshell, you're fucked. And that's it.
Alexander, what do you think when Tyson Fury calls you a middleweight and he talks to you like this? What do you think?
Maybe it's true. I don't know. For me, it doesn't matter, you know. Tyson Fury every time a lot of speak, but for me, it doesn't matter.
Alexander, you have faced off with Tyson Fury a couple of times now. Now, after the Derek Chisora fight, he was in your face, he was very loud, he said a few things. Then after the Francis Ngannou fight, it was a bit more quiet. Have you taken anything from these face-offs when you've looked into his eyes?
Для себе так. В перший раз, коли ми бачили фейс-офф, Тайсон Ф'юрі був дуже енергічний, дуже веселий та дуже мотивований.
The first time I made a face-off with Tyson after Chisora fight, he was very motivated, with high energy, with high spirits.
Останній раз він був втомлений.
The last time he was exhausted.
Well, Tyson, let me bring you in here. Is this the biggest threat you faced so far?
Nowhere near. Easy fight. Nowhere near the biggest threat. He's a boxer. We know he's a slick boxer, southpaw. He ain't the biggest puncher in the world. And he's not the biggest, strongest man in the world. So, listen, I can outbox him. I can get on the front foot and slaughter him. There's plenty of ways that I can skin this cat. But we'll find out on the night. And listen, obviously it's a no contest when we're up here talking shite, because I'm speaking to myself and they're conferring amongst each other and yada, yada, yada. But we're not here to talk. It's not a talking contest, because it's just not. It's a boxing match. And on February 17th, all the talking's out the window. Nothing matters what you've said or what I've said. It comes down to who's going to win the fight. And that's what pay-per-view's for. And that's what these boxing fights are for, is it not? For people to tune in and watch who's going to fucking win the fight. And that's it. There's nothing more to be said. He thinks he's going to win, maybe. I think I know I'm going to win. And that's it. There's nothing more anyone can say. That's it. There's not much more to be said, is there?
There's not. I've got one more for you, though. After his fight with Daniel Dubois,
yeah,
you said that he quit in that fight.
I did think so, yes.
Talk to us about that.
I think he got hit in the body, a good body shot, and he didn't want to get up for 5 minutes. So, yeah, there you have it.
Alexander, any response to that?
Cheers, Ben.
Та мені взагалі без різниці, що він думає.
I absolutely don't care of what Tyson thinks of that.
Thank you, Alexander Usyk. I think
Well,
that...
here's the question then. Did you get hit low or not?
Була перемога, руку підняли мені.
Did he get hit low? I watched boxing all
Суддя
my life. I
зафіксував,
didn't
що
think it was
цей
the low
удар
blow. It
був
was on the
нижче
belt.
пояса.
So yeah,
Те, що
there you
ви
are.
говорите,
Crawling around the floor
ви не
like a little
можете
bitch,
виграти
crying.
чисто, і ви
Referee.
намагаєтесь виграти
That's what he did. That's what he'll do
грязними
again on
діями.
February 17th when he gets busted up.
В цьому світі так не працює.
Blood all over
Цей
the ring.
світ білий
If he crawl
і
and rattle
пухнастий.
his little hands on the floor like a
Tyson,
little
your
sausage, what he
interpretation
is.
is not precise.
And his
I'm
two
sorry.
boys next to him will be all making excuses. Oh, yada yada, he was too big, he's only a cruiserweight, yada yada yada. You know the score, same old shite. Is there anything else? Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all night. Frank, here's a question for you. I thought I was afraid to fight him.
How long have we been trying to make this fight?
I don't know, but what happened to all the chat of me being afraid and I was a chicken and I was a shithouse and I won't fight Alexander Usyk and he's a killer and all that? What happened to that?
Well, we signed for it last year and it didn't happen, not down to you.
I know, but like all of this talk, Tyson's scared of Alexander, he doesn't want to fight. What are we doing here now then?
Well, we're here and it's going to happen. And on the 17th, they're going to, you know, look, history, as I say, will be made.
Tyson, the problem is that today is not February 17th and the fight is not happening yet. But
Yes, it's happening.
we will pray.
Unless your man pulls out, it's not happening. The only person
You
who
give
pull
your
out
word.
is you guys.
Sorry,
Give your word.
I'll just say one thing, and this is a fact. The last time we signed for this fight, which was last year, you pulled out. Yeah?
Yep.
So now we've got it on now, and you can't pull out twice, and we won't pull out. I know you're not going to pull out, and Tyson certainly isn't. This fight is on, and all we've got to focus on is what will happen on that night.
We'll find out, Frank, won't we?
We will find out.
Cliffhanger.
It will be.
What's gonna happen?
It's going to be a magnificent occasion for boxing. I promise you. It's going to be a